Hey, today I wanted to pop on here and tell you 3 pieces of advice that have served me very well as I've launched my business. The first one came from my grandmother, and I heard it all the time growing up. Never accept a no from someone who wasn't empowered to give you a yes in the first place. This is great advice, and I'll tell you why. Because when the insurance company declines your appeal, that first line gatekeeper, their job is to get you to give up. So make sure you're talking to the person who is capable of giving you a yes. And if you're not talking to that person, then jump over them and find their supervisor, request someone who can accept an appeal. Just keep pushing until you get to the actual no. This happens in business. This happens in the medical world. This happens all the time. So number one, don't accept a no from someone who wasn't empowered to give you a yes. The second thing is take a breath. Everything is figureoutable. Give me a minute. We can figure it out. When I didn't know how I was going to pay for college and I didn't get enough financial aid, there were ways to go about requesting additional information so that I could overcome appeals and get more access to grants and loans. This was a fact. I just needed to know how to ask the right question and ask the right people. So take a breath, take a moment, see if you can figure out how to find the right person to get you information. Do a little bit of research, figure out what the alternatives are, because the first response is almost never the only response. And the last piece of advice is don't overcomplicate things by purchasing fancy systems or options with all these bells and whistles, because oftentimes there's a very basic way to go about at least starting. You don't have to stay with that basic level. You can always upgrade moving forward, but you don't have to start on the A plan. You don't have to start on the highest price offer. You can really start with something very basic and analog. I'll give you a really quick example. When I launched my business, I was looking into how do I get these CRM systems and what should I buy? And I didn't have any money and I was trying to figure out how to get started. And I invested in a consultancy coach, which was some of the best money I ever used. Thanks, Lucy Davies, for being amazing. But what she shared was creating a simple system to track my leads, my appointments, my proposals, and my sales. And I actually put together a system that had 4 boxes where I dropped business cards depending on where they were in the system. This was advice she gave me early on, and I recognized that this would get me to the next level. And while I don't use that system as frequently any longer, everything I evaluate and the way I move forward is using that sort of basic approach so that as I scale, I can keep things simple, even if I do it in a more electronic way. I hope these tips are helpful. And remember, my discovery calls are always free. If you want to chat about what you've got going on, I'm here to help. Thanks, guys. I hope you have a great day.